私も初めての素敵なピアニストのソフィア・リュウさんと。Hello, Sophia. So shall I call you Sophia?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So when did you come to Japan this time?
I was here since the 10th of December.
So this is 10th of December. Oh,
Yeah.
really? So you're like more than a month here. Already.
Yeah. So I finished my last recital, my last concert of 2025. And then
In Japan. Where did you play?
It was in Nantes in France. Yeah, and then I went to Shanghai for a few days to visit family, and then I came here.
I see. So you're born in Shanghai, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, my grandparents, my mother is born in Shanghai also, and my
Oh,
grandparents
great.
they got married in Shanghai.
Nice.
So for me, Shanghai is a very, very special city. You see, I went there actually twice to also teach and to visit, and so yeah.
That's
So
great.
So of course you speak Chinese,
Yes.
and you write in the.
I don't write it.
Oh, you don't write. Okay, so you write English, but you don't write Chinese.
No, I can't read or write in Chinese.
Oh, really?
I only speak and listen.
I see. But you speak Chinese with your parents, right?
Right, yeah.
I see. When you were 7, you went to Montreal, right? Montreal
Yes.
to study with Dante Son. And
Right.
how come? How did you meet him?
Well, it wasn't like I met him the next day. I moved there, So first of all, my parents, especially my dad,
Yes.
did a lot of research on kind of like teachers, piano
You
teachers.
have to find for you. Yes.
Yes, because I think by the time I was like 7 or almost turning 7, we basically decided, my parents saw a lot of talent and potential, and they decided that it would be a good idea to sort of like, to kind of upgrade and sort of move forward with my studies.
But in Shanghai, who did you study with?
So I moved to Japan when I was 2, and I started piano when I was 4, and it was in Kobe that I started learning the piano.
Who was your main teacher in Kobe?
My teacher, her name was Miss Xiaoling Wen.
Oh, she's Chinese. Living in
She's
Kobe.
Chinese and she lives in Kobe. And actually, she came to my NHK concert in Osaka a few months ago, and I got to see her, so it was really, really nice.
I see. So you came to Kobe, so you studied with her how many years?
Like 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
So maybe she gave you some advice also to study abroad? Or just your parents?
Probably, yeah. I don't really remember, but she I had a great time working with her. I was a little child, and I was a very bad student, and
really?
and I would like, during my piano lessons, I would like climb under the piano or like sit onto the piano, and I would do all sorts of like very bad things, and she was so patient, but sometimes she would lose her patience and she would get angry.
But so you came to Japan, and it's also okay. Your parents started to research the teacher in Montreal, and they found Mr. Dante. So then you decided to move.
So yeah, they wanted to research. They wanted to look for a teacher that would be kind of suitable for me in the long term, and it could have been anywhere. It could have been any other city or somewhere in the U.S. But my parents decided that Professor Dante Son would be the right choice for me. So that's when we decided to move to Montreal.
Oh, so you moved to Montreal, then you met Mr. Dante Son.
Exactly.
Wow, I see. Your parents, just for you, they moved to Montreal.
Yeah, it was for my musical studies, and I met him actually through a former student of his, and his name is Zheng Yuchen. He is the one. So I studied with him for like a couple years before I started learning with Dante Son, and also
in Montreal.
Yeah,
in Montreal.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he introduced you to Mr. Dante Son.
Exactly.
Oh, so what was your first impression about him? Where did you meet him in the college?
The first time I ever met him was at a student recital that he was attending. So it was at the time he taught at the Montreal University, and his students were playing a recital, and this was I think it was like November 2nd, 2017 or something like that. And my first impression of him, I actually listened to many of his recordings before I studied with him, and before I knew that I would study with him, because as a little child I didn't really know what I was doing. So my impression of him was like he is really special. He plays so beautifully, and he has such a special musical personality. And even from a young age, I kind of like sensed that through his playing, and I just always knew that. And so I think as I met him and as I interacted with him, I just felt that more like he's such a good, he's such an interesting character, and he has so many kind of unique perspectives to offer, because he grew up in Vietnam, and it's so different from what other people experience, what other classical musicians experience, and he grew up in the mountains. It was during the war, and so it's really inspiring to sort of think of someone's life in that way, like the way they grew up, and then how he made a career and how he won the competition and everything like that. It's really something to be amazed about, and it's so inspiring, and he's such a great musician.
So you had private lesson in his house or in the university?
I had always had private lessons.
Like once a week or?
Well, he's very busy.
Yeah, sure,
so so from the beginning, I think we had actually a lesson maybe like every couple months. So it was not very regular. And I think as I started, taking more and more lessons with him, it became more frequent, and there was never a fixed kind of schedule. He would plan the next lesson in the previous lesson. He would just say at the end, like, okay, our next lesson is, this and this day. But it was never really quite regular because he's so busy. So I think at one point I had like maybe one lesson every 10 days or something like that.
Oh,
yeah. So, and sometimes we would work more kind of more intensively, for example, like before a competition or before a very important concert.
Yes.
Yeah, we would work more, but sometimes it just depends, I think, on both of our schedules.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what changed you the most, when you met him? What maybe did he give you like a different technique, or like what did you learn the most from him?
I think the one thing that I learned from him from the beginning was how to play with imagination. Yeah, and also from the other students playing, I can really feel that. I think even when I was like 9 or 10, I hadn't had so many life experiences, and I was just a kid. But he taught me to, go to the park, go to a museum, go see things, because I was always, practicing all day.
Yes.
And he really taught me just to experience life. The more experiences you have, the better and the more rich your music will be. And he always taught me to just like paint a picture in your head when you play. Just play with your imagination and focus more on what's behind the score, and not stay fixated on the notes themselves, but really what the meaning of the notes is.
And so most of your repertoire, so you were 7, right? So when you started learning with him, most of the repertoire, did he gave you the repertoire was to study the piece?
Actually, well, there were maybe like 1 or 2 years of overlap where I studied both with Jung Yu,
Your friend?
and Dam Tai-son, and he would like accompany me during my lessons. So there was an overlap because I was so young, and he's like this great master, and it's very challenging for a young kid to kind of learn in that way. It was such a big jump for me, and so I think my repertoire was always kind of so many people ask me like who decides what to play. My dad he's a musician.
What instrument does he play?
He used to play the violin, and he conducted orchestras.
In Shanghai?
In China, yes, local orchestras there. And he never did anything professionally, but he always loved music, and he is very attuned musically, and he's very he has a very good sense of music. And although he doesn't play the piano, he studied a lot about the piano instrument, and also like repertoire.
So he also gave you some advices on the repertoire.
So from like age 7 to like maybe 12 or 13, he always made my plans, what to practice and what to play, and he would kind of discuss with me what kind of pieces that I'm going to learn in the next however many months, and we always made these plans together, and we always chose what to play. And he always sort of encouraged me to play very challenging pieces, and at the time, you know, I was kind of frustrated because these pieces are so hard. Like, why are you asking an 8-year-old to play Liszt Transcendental Etudes?
And your mother, is she a musician?
No, she's not a musician at all. But yeah, I think he did the right thing because it's so important for a child to have good kind of pianistic skills to really kind of build that and to learn it because it will be so useful later on. It's like a tool. And you know, when you're older, when you have good technique, you can just play whatever you want and you can play it exactly the way you want it to be. Yeah.
So you have very long arm, right?
Do I?
Yes, I'm watching your YouTube. I thought so. Yeah, long fingers and long arm.
I do have long fingers. I have
and
long
also
fingers.
long look because your elbow comes very, you know, until here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you a mouse? The Chinese sign? Are you
This?
mouse?
This is a rat. Yes,
rat.
It's my Chinese zodiac.
Right,
sign.
that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're 17 now?
I'm 17.
Yeah, zodiac signs. I see. And actually, you know, I liked you played out of the transcription. I like the transcription of the Tchaikovsky, the Nutcracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the transcription of the Bolotos, Mozart, the Turkish march.
Yes.
That's really hard. I like it very much, and especially the Tchaikovsky also.
Oh, I'm very glad.
Yeah. And did you choose that yourself or?
I started learning the Tchaikovsky plenty of transcriptions. I think when I was about 11.
Yeah.
I had heard the Nutcracker ballet. I went to a ballet when I was, I think maybe 9 or.
Yeah.
It was actually my school, I think, that we went on like a field trip to this ballet, and I really loved it. So that was my first experience with the Nutcracker ballet, and then, you know, all of the kids, everybody, young, old, everybody loves this ballet, and there are so many parts of it that are just so beautiful and appealing. And so I decided to learn it, and it was very difficult at first. I think it's a very difficult piece.
Yeah, especially the platinum for transcription you're playing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because I think to play any kind of like orchestral, ballet, opera, transcription, it's always technically very demanding because you're playing in whole orchestra. Yeah, it's you know, you often see 3 staves instead of 2 because there's so many notes and there's so many voices that you have to play. But I just practiced this piece for a very long time, and eventually a couple years ago I decided why not play it in concert.
Yeah, and you know, I also like your rhythm is very, very I like your rhythm is also very lively. The rhythm of the Turkish march,
Yeah.
dun, da, 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 dun, you know, the opening of the Nutcracker. Always your rhythm is very lively and it's very natural. That's what I like of your music. Very rhythmical.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's important to be to be lively and when it needs to be, and have this kind of good energy and this really kind of, you really like a passion basically. You're engaging with the music and you're being passionate about it and you want to share that with people. So yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah. Do you ever play like Chinese music, Chinese composers?
Yes, I'm actually playing the Yellow River Concerto very soon.
With the orchestra.
So I'm playing it at the end of January with the Sinfonia Varsovia in France.
In France?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is my first time playing Chinese music in concerts. I've played smaller pieces as a child, but this is, you know, the famous concerto that people know of, and it's so interesting because it sounds very different from the music that we normally hear and play, but at the same time I think it's so beautiful, and it's almost like it's like a different language. It's like a different language, but at the same time it sounds so familiar.
Is it in 3 movements?
4 movements.
4 movements.
And you know, normally we play the last movement, which is like the most famous one.
Yeah, the rhythmical one.
But I'm actually playing the whole concerto.
How long does it take?
I think it's about 20 minutes.
Oh, it's not that long.
Yeah, it's pretty short compared to other concertos.
So they requested this concerto, or you wanted?
Actually, because every year this festival, La Journée, they have a theme. And this year the theme is rivers.
That's right, yes, because I'm playing in May. Yeah, they told me that the theme is a river. So I said I have to play the Blue Danube with Strauss there, you know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You know why? Because I think, you know, in everyday music, there's so much music that kind of imitates the sound of rivers or the sound of water. But there aren't that many pieces that are directly kind of about rivers or related to rivers. But then I thought, like, I just happened to know this piece. It's literally Yellow River, and it's as precise, it's as close as you can get to the theme, right? And I thought, you know, it's Chinese music. I'm playing it in France. Are people gonna like it? I don't know. And then I just said, you know what? Let's give it a try.
So you lived in Japan 5 years, did you say?
Yes.
So actually, you can look Japanese too. Doesn't people say that?
Do I look Japanese?
Yeah, you can look also Japanese. Maybe
I
if you're
can
walking.
look more Japanese.
Yeah. Even.
Oh.
If I didn't know, maybe I would say maybe you're Japanese, and I would start talking Japanese to you in the street.
Oh, people do that. Yeah.
Right?
I think yeah. Some people have said that. I'm not really sure actually.
Yeah. Do you speak Japanese?
I don't speak.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's one of the most tragic things about my life because I love Japan so much. And I love Japanese people and Japanese culture. Everything about Japan, it's like the best place. And I've learned, I mean, I've spoken Japanese for 5 years and I was so fluent. And then as soon as I moved to Canada, I forgot every single word.
Oh, maybe you're very young. But I think you start learning, it will come up very easily because you memorize everything. So I think in 2 months, I think you'll start speaking Japanese again.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn it, but it's so hard because like I'm now like 17, it's been 10 years, I don't know.
No, don't worry. I think in 2 months you'll catch up very easily. It's much more easier than this concerto, maybe. Yeah, maybe easier than this Yellow River concerto. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that makes me feel very hopeful.
Yeah, and you know, if you start learning the characters, maybe at the same time you learn Chinese too because the characters are similar, right?
Yeah.
The kanji and the Chinese character. So.
Yeah, I think it's one of my biggest goals in life right now to learn Japanese.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be so happy the day I can finally, you know, speak it like a native.
And sure, and at the same time you write and read Chinese also because the characters are most of the same. So.
Right.
You learn at the same time 2 languages at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you always travel with your parents most of the time?
Yeah, they're usually with me, and you know I'm like not 18, so it's hotels and flights. It's easier for them to be, you know, legal guardians and things. And also I think just from a personal perspective, it's good to have that support. And my dad is always the one kind of attending rehearsals.
Oh yeah, of course he can advise you.
Checking sound,
Oh,
pianos.
that's a good idea.
And my mom's the one who, you know, does my makeup and hair.
Actually, yeah, I liked your hair. One of the YouTube you had the hair up.
Yeah.
Very nice. So very up with like a sort of decoration like this with a red dress. So your mother made the hairstyle?
Yeah, she always does my hair.
Oh, how nice! Yeah.
She's amazing.
Oh wow.
She's I always tell her that she should, you know, get a job as a makeup artist.
Yeah. But yeah, it's true.
I'm lucky because she only works for me. I'm gonna lose a lot of exclusivity when she works for other people, but so I'm just you know, appreciating this time that she only works for me.
So most of the way you're traveling, of course, you're eating outside, right? In the restaurant you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. What food do you like? What kind of food do you like?
My favorite food is Japanese.
Oh really?
Yes.
Which kind of Japanese food?
Any kind of Japanese. I like sushi. I like soba.
Which sushi do you like? Which fish?
Oh my god, I like everything.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So you like Japanese food more than Chinese?
Definitely.
Oh really?
Yeah, and you know, it's funny because my parents love Chinese food,
Yeah.
and they're always trying to look for Chinese food everywhere they go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, no, because I don't dislike Chinese food, but it's not really my favorite. Yeah. I prefer Japanese food. And I also love French and Italian cuisines. And I kind of like everything. Like I don't really Yeah, I don't really hate any kind of food. I think I have a passion for food in general because food is so good.
Yeah. So, you're 17 now, so you're high school.
Yeah.
Actually, so do you go to high school in Montreal?
I do an online school.
Uh-huh.
I've done online classes from grade 6, so like middle school. And I think we thought that, you know, to be able to practice for many hours a day, and it was okay, so it was a pandemic at first that sort of this online school kind of started.
So like it's a private school, Canadian education.
It's the physical building of the school is in Toronto. It's in Ontario.
I see.
So it's actually completely English speaking.
Yeah.
Because my elementary school in Montreal was 80% English and then 20% French. So I learned French also in school. Yeah. And then after I moved to this online school, it was all English, but I still learned French on my own.
Yeah. So like when you're touring, you have this kind of class also when sometimes?
Yes, actually one of the best things about doing online school is that I can adjust time zones and you know, these past few weeks, when I'm in Japan or Asia, anywhere, I'm doing my classes from like 11 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Is it like a one-by-one teacher?
It's one-on-one.
Oh, and can you choose the teacher or like they choose you? You can't choose the teacher. How is it?
They assign a teacher, but if I have like problems with the teacher, like if I don't like a teacher, I can request to change.
Like do you have physics, chemistry, also biology? Also?
I have like science, chemistry, like social studies, English, writing, literature, math, just all the kind of basic subjects.
Oh, very interesting. Yeah. How about like a gymnastic? Of course, you can't have an online lesson.
No, we don't do that.
Oh, do you do any sports?
No. I used to play sports as a kid, of course, when I was in school. But you know, we picked after I started online school, we just picked kind of like the most useful subjects.
But actually, your father is a very influential on you. I mean, he's a very supportive, and also his opinions is very important for you. He's a very important person in your life, the musical life.
Absolutely, yeah. I think he makes all the kind of the major decisions, where to study, whom to study with, what kind of events, or when I did competitions, like what competitions to do, and sort of what major kind of program or repertoire to learn, and just kind of like the big picture, because I think for me it was mostly just practicing every day and working on details, and it was more kind of the smaller everyday things. But yeah, I think he has been so supportive in so many ways for my career and for my passion for music. And I think any kind of projects that I want to do in music, he always just supports it and kind of loves the idea. Any ideas that I have.
Sophia is an American name. What is your Chinese name?
My Chinese name is Liu Shuya.
Liu Shuya. What does it mean?
I don't really know what it means. Maybe, yeah.
So Liu Shuya Liu. Liu is your last name.
Yeah.
So Liu Shuya is a quite long name, isn't it? So is it 3 characters?
Many names in Chinese are 3 characters.
3 characters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There are names with 2 characters. My dad, every child in my dad's family, he has 2 siblings, and all 3 of them are named with 2 characters.
Oh, really?
So their name like is 1 character, and then plus their last name.
Yeah. I interviewed so many pupils of Dante Song, everybody that studies with him, and he is a very good musician and very good teacher.
He's both an incredible musician and teacher, and it's important to distinguish the two, because there's an ability to kind of create music and express it, and then there's also the ability to kind of give that to other people. And I think his way of teaching has always been very amazing to me. And not only have I, experienced his teaching kind of by myself, but I also observe his master classes and his lessons with other students and other...
Does he play a lot in front of you during the lesson, or he just comments?
He plays a lot. And I remember being a kid, I was like, 10, this was the earlier days of my studying with him, and he would play so much and he would play so well. And the way he played always just impressed me so much, because it's so different from what I had learned and what I had known for many years. And it's like, wow, like this piece can sound so different. And he really makes that shine. And he always plays so casually, and it's like he doesn't even practice the pieces, but then he just really knows how to play it. It's like in his veins, really. It's like really deep into him, like the kind of music that he wants to produce and the kind of sound that he wants to make.
Do you have any hobbies, but maybe you don't have time to do any hobby?
I have so many interests outside of playing the piano. And sometimes, I used to have very little time because I just spent all my time practicing. But now I'm just realizing there's so much to life. There's so much to do. I love writing.
Writing?
I love creating.
Poems or...
I write poems. I write poems every day, actually.
Very interesting. In English?
In English.
What kind of poem? Like your feeling or...
I write poems about kind of like my life, and I write poems about what I see, what I hear, just kind of like experiences.
Very interesting.
I also write poems based on like third person kind of other people's experiences and sort of kind of universal things that we all relate to. And I just write about anything. And I also, I have been getting into kind of composition recently. I have actually composed many pieces since I was like 11 or 12. But I think recently I'm really kind of going down the path of music creating, music writing.
Well, I'd love to read your poem. Is it very long or is it quite short?
I have long and short poems.
Very
interesting.
So have you made already in Japan? Have you written any poems in Japan this time during your stay?
I've written so many.
Every day?
It's every day.
Wow.
And not only do I write, music kind of classical pieces, I also write songs.
Oh, I see. For song and piano accompaniment.
Yeah, it could be orchestral, instrumental accompaniment too.
Oh, you should maybe write your poems on the program of your concert. You should print your poem.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and everybody will read it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think you should do it.
Yeah, maybe I should. And I could write a poem for every piece too, or every composer.
And, it's much more interesting than this explanation written by the critics. Nobody are really interested in this explanation. Really. They want to know more everything, like more inspiration about you and your poem.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yes, I think you should do it immediately.
I should.
For the next concert, every day you just send it by mail and they'll print it for the, the program. And the public will be very, very happy to read it.
That's such a great idea. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So in the end, could you give a message for this reader of this magazine?
I think when you're starting, no matter what you do in life, trust your destiny. Everybody is born with a gift, and it's up to you to discover it. But it's only a matter of time until you find that gift and you give it to the world. I think there are so many things you can do with your life. And if you can't choose what to do, just do everything. Just do all of them. You can play as many instruments as you want. You can write as many pieces as you want. You can play any composer you want. You can be anything you want to be, but just work hard and trust that you're made to do this. Don't give up. Be happy and enjoy what you're doing.
What a lovely message. Thank you so much. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you so much.